Well, it seems they're more scared of letting a third party or an individual like yourself, who has the gravitas and the history, to really challenge him in, because more than ever, the two-party system is under threat. They know the people are wising up to them, so there's no way they can let Ralph Nader in there, because if they did, you could capture the minds of the people and capture their attention and their imagination, and then we could actually get some change in this country.
If Nader Gonzalez were on the three major presidential debates, Alex, it would be a three-way race. The CNN poll has us at 6%. We would go up quite rapidly, with tens of millions of people finding out that we're actually running, finding out what we're running on, finding out that our rhetoric is based on a record of challenging the big boys for 40 years for the health, safety, and economic well-being of the American people. That's the Nader Gonzalez ticket, and that's the theme of our super rally during the Democratic National Convention week in Denver.
And that is coming up tonight. I only have two final questions. I'd like you to give out your website, different campaign information, and tell us about the incredible super rally tonight with yourself and, of course, Matt Gonzalez, Val Kilmer. We have Ajala Biafra, Nellie McKay, Cindy Sheehan, Ike Riley, Sean Penn, and so many others.
Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine.
Absolutely. Big fan of his that are coming up tonight. But my final question for you is this. Did you, and I should have asked this before the interview, but I didn't have a chance, did you see Cy Hirsch before that big media conference 3 weeks ago? And then the New Yorker reported on it but didn't give the details that his White House sources, and we know how credible he is, said that Dick Cheney a few months before, right after they tried to stage that event in the Strait of Hormuz between Iran and Iraq with the fake radio chatter, wanted to paint up U.S. boats like Iranian Blue Patrol boats and have Navy SEALs, quote, have a shootout between larger U.S. naval vessels as a false flag event. A, did you hear of that? And B, what is your take on it?
I think that Dick Cheney is a multiple warhead criminal recidivist as vice president, together with his President George W. Bush, who violated our Constitution, our federal statutes, and international treaties that we solemnly belong to, like the Geneva Conventions. Second, I wouldn't put it past him, Alex, that he wants to create something worse than the Tonkin Gulf facade. That he would really want to create some kind of warlike move against Iran in order to hype the public and shut down dissent and win the election for the Republican Party.
So you think that's a real danger?
I think it's very much a real danger.
Should there be a congressional investigation immediately started, or do you have any other ideas of ways to draw attention to the fact that Cy Hirsch, the most respected investigative journalist living right now, except for maybe yourself, you've worn so many hats, would come out and say this and only Keith Olbermann covered it?
The people in the Pentagon, Alex, are worried about Dick Cheney and the neoconservatives and the drumbeat against Iran. And the drumbeat against Iran could get this country in a huge amount of trouble because it's bigger than Iraq. The Straits of Hormuz could be blocked. Think what that could do in terms of the oil and the prices of gasoline and heating oil and the economies of the world. So I think the Democrats should make a declaration and say, if Bush Cheney makes a military move against Iran without consulting and being cleared with Congress under constitutional provisions, they will move immediately to impeach him, both of them in the House, and convict him in the Senate.
And you would do that as president, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Well,
in fact, the criminal laws apply to presidents and vice presidents when they leave office, just as they applied to Nixon on Watergate before Ford pardoned him. And so
Bush has declared these new powers that never existed. In closing, tell us about the campaign websites and the big rally that's coming up tonight, sir.
Get on our email list, whether you vote for us or not. Nader Gonzalez, the website is votenader.org. That's votenader.org. The super rally is at the University of Denver, the Magnus Auditorium. It's a very good place, and we want more of you to show up. It starts at 6:30, and I'll tell you, you'll never forget it after you go through that kind of robust rally where people do not have marbles in their mouth.
Folks, you can buy tickets at Denver Nader HQ 1155 Sherman Street. The number is 303. This is for listeners that listen to us on 1360, The Lion. You can go to 1155 Sherman Street, 303-832-2509. And again, that is in Denver, Colorado. coming up this evening. Going to be an amazing event, and they've invited me. I'm very honored, and I'll be there covering the live event as well. Mr. Nader, as always, thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you, Alex Jones.
And for working so hard for the cause of liberty.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's the end of the live feed. Thanks for watching.